You watered it, you fertilized it, you even talked to it, and yet it still died. Slowly and tragically. And it left you wondering, where did I go wrong? Today, I'm covering 5 brutally common mistakes most gardeners are making, and they don't even know it. If you've ever buried a root flare, or made a mulch volcano, or drowned your tomatoes in love, this video is for you. Let's go ahead and talk about the silent assassin, burying your tree's root flare. You know, that little crown where the trunk meets the roots? That's the tree's nose. And if it can't breathe, it dies. The problem? Nurseries almost always bury the root flare in the pot. And then you take it home and you plant it as is. That leads to rot, fungus, stunted growth, and a shortened lifespan. The whole enchilada. If your tree looks like a telephone pole shoved into the ground, it's already writing its will. Always dig for the root flare. It should be above the soil line. The number one killer of plants isn't the heat, bugs, or even bad vibes. It's too much love, aka overwatering. Roots need oxygen, and when the soil stays wet for too long, it can't breathe, especially in containers with poor drainage and heavy clay ground. Water is life, until those roots are drowning in a tiny swamp death trap. To fix, check the drainage. Use the finger test. Lift the pots. Better to underwater than overwater in most climates. Even plants need Sabbath rest from water. Allow the soil to breathe, my fellow gardeners. You bought that plant in a little pot and you brought it home. And it looked healthy. But underneath, those roots were plotting sabotage. Rootbound plants spiral and choke themselves. And if you plant it without freeing those roots, it never expands. It just strangles. This root ball isn't a nest, it's a noose. To fix, cut or tease the roots open, especially at the bottom. Break the cycle. Remove peat pots and mesh bags. Set them free. Mulch is a gardener's best friend until you turn it into a volcano. Stacking mulch up against the trunk of your tree causes rot, invites pests, and suffocates the root flare. And dyed mulch? Don't even get me started. If your tree looks like it's erupting from a bark volcano, stop landscaping and start gardening. To fix, a 3-inch mulch ring, pulled back a few inches from around the tree. Think donut, not mountain. All right, here's one that nobody talks about. Transplanting at the wrong time. You grab a new plant, you yank it out of its pot, and you throw it right into the blazing 2 p.m. sun. Timing does matter. In hotter regions, you want to transplant in late evening or early morning. Otherwise, shock, wilt, and death. Transplanting at high noon is like throwing your toddler into CrossFit on day 1. To fix, cloudy day, early morning, Watered soil? Yes, please. If this is helping you catch mistakes and save your garden, hit that subscribe button. You'll get more honest, funny, and soil-loving content every week. Now let's wrap with a bonus. Let's end on a hot one. Store-bought soil. You think it's gold, but it's often garbage. Most of what you buy is unfinished compost, bark, and mystery ingredients. It dries out fast and floods even faster. It does more harm than good. You didn't buy soil, you bought disappointment in a bag. To fix? Build your own. Leaf mold, native soil, sifted compost and mulch, and a little bit of biochar. At the very least, amend the store-bought soil with those ingredients. You got this. Look, if you've made one of these mistakes, don't feel bad. Gardening's a walk with nature, and sometimes we trip. But once you know what to look for, you will grow faster than your plants. So stick around. We've got a whole bunch more of soil science, propagation hacks, and gardening wisdom to come. So until next time, green thumbs, God bless, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.